Hello, so my name is Dylan Boudreau, and this is my presentation PowerPoint on my cultural heritage. So, sorry for the camera change. So, my ethnic culture, I'm very Northern and Western European, between both my mom and dad. Um, I identify with my ethnic culture a little bit. Um, so I would say I'm mostly Irish from my mom and my dad, and so there's a couple things that I will associate with Ireland, like I get Irish curls on the side of my head. So if I see somebody with the same thing, I'm like, oh my god, we're both Irish. Or if I see on social media somebody is Irish, or I'm also Scottish and French as well. If I see people that are sharing that same descent, I look at that and I think that's pretty cool. But other than that, I don't really associate I don't identify too much with my ethnic culture. Um, I do take part in some cultural traditions, although I wouldn't necessarily say that they are my direct culture. Um, so my mom, from her side, they've been making Pennsylvania Dutch meals and participating in Pennsylvania Dutch activities for a while now, and I will always have Pennsylvania Dutch meals for holidays like St. Patrick's Day if I'm home, New Year's Day, which on the screen right now, oh, sorry, on the screen right now, that is pork and sauerkraut. That's a very popular Pennsylvania Dutch dish, and we always have that on New Year's Day. Um, and there's other Pennsylvania Dutch foods that I'll have a lot, like Fashnuts, shoe fly pie, potato filling, which is similar to mashed potatoes. Um, Other than that, though, I don't really identify or partake in too many uh, cultural traditions, I'd say. Um, but my ancestors came to America on my mom's side in the later 1800s, so I believe maybe 1870s, 1880s. She doesn't quite know, can't pinpoint, and that is also very similar to my dad's side. They arrived in the later 1800s. I think maybe after my mom's from talking with them, but regardless, later 1800s. And on the screen right now, that photo is a photo of Arthur Walker, who was the first person on my mom's side to come to America in the late 1800s. And he came from Belfast, Ireland. And yeah, my mom's maiden name is Walker. So, every year she'll post him on the Instagram being like, thank you, Arthur, for bringing us to America. But yeah, he is. We actually have a photo of him, and yeah, he was the first one to come to America on my mom's side. And like I said earlier, he came from Ireland, and on my mom's side, she is around like 40 to 50% Irish, and then right below that, she's Scottish, and then French, a tiny bit of French Canadian from her mom's side, which is my grandma. And yeah, on her dad's side, that's where she gets most of the Ireland and Scotland. And on my dad's side, he is, I would say, around maybe 25% French, 25% Italian, and then oh, sorry, he's like around 40% French, 25% Italian, and then a little bit Scottish. So, um, my mom and dad are both kind of Scottish, and yeah, on my dad's side, the first person to come to America from my dad's side was his great grandfather, who came from the Bordeaux region in France, hence my last name. Um, I know it's not spelled the same, but I think it had to do with something. when he got here. But yeah, my dad's side is mostly French from his dad, and then my grandma or his mom is who brings that Italian, and we're not too sure where from Scotland, Italy, and the French Canadian parts of Canada that my ancestors are from, but Arthur Walker is definitely from Belfast, Ireland, and my dad's great grandfather is definitely from the Bordeaux region, hence the last name. Um, so now regarding subcultures that I belong to, I believe I belong to nine subcultures, roughly. Um, Language, a little bit. Athlete, a little bit. Socioeconomic status, a little bit. Um, and then I'm definitely most influenced by student, geography, age, gender, and I um, am influenced a little by sexual orientation and race and ethnicity as well. So, in terms of how my subcultures influence me and why, all of the subcultures that don't have too high percents like race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, athlete, language, it's because I really don't put too much thought into it, especially language, only knowing English. I took French class in high school, but I I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it, and yeah, other than English, I don't really think about it too much. And then race and ethnicity, um, I don't think about it too much just because of the fact about white privilege and what we just read about it in the textbook. I'm not thinking about it too much because I do have that privilege. I am the majority, so you know, I don't have to go my day to day, thinking about certain things that would happen to other groups. And athlete, I'm on the Millersville Ultimate Frisbee team, so it's I'm not technically, it's just a club team, but I still do put in effort. I go to practices and stuff, tournaments, so associate with that a little bit. Um, and then the big three: student, geography, and age. Um, in terms of being a student, I mean, it's almost like a full time job. I do work a little bit outside of school, but yeah. And then age, I feel like I'm very conscious about my age just because of where I am in life. Um, I'm almost out of college, so I'm at that age that I'm like, I need to start thinking about, after college. So that's where that comes from. And geography, I also associate with a lot because it is one of the subcultures that I feel conflicts in certain situations. So I'm from Chester County, which is this kind of southeastern part of Pennsylvania, which surrounds Philly, and I associate with where I'm from a lot. I mean, I'll go to Pittsburgh a good amount, and it's completely different from the Philly area, and wherever I go, I always compare where I'm from to there, and what's different and what makes there special, and then what is special to me about where I'm from, because I've lived here all my life in Chester County. So, yeah, I definitely do have some conflicts in terms of that with my geography because I'll be in certain situations where I'm in different places. Like I just went up to New York City, and that was crazy because I'm from the suburbs, the rural parts. So I'm not in the city too much. I I am in Philly, but it's New York's completely different. So yeah, that is my cultural heritage, and thank you for listening.